Let's talk about the Redmi 15C, and I'm going to be brutally honest with this device. Hello, everyone. I have to be brutally honest with this device because this device is good in some aspects, but horrible in some other aspects. Granted, I have yet to use this device as a device that I carry around all day because I have to sign up for Tello and I was kind of lazy and I did not sign up for Tello yet. Let's start out with the size and the size of the screen on this device. This bezel is pretty darn big, do not get me wrong, but I do like the size of this screen and the size of this device. I mean, I'm used to really big phones like the iPhone 14 Pro Max and whatnot, just the really huge phones, and this is a really huge phone for a very affordable price, but the bezel is quite thick, so I mean that is a big problem. You have to remember that this device is a entry-level device, so having a big bezel is kind of a thing that is going to happen, but this device was $120, so having a big bezel isn't the worst thing if you look at the size and the battery size of this device. Redmi 15C has a 6000 milliamp battery and a 33-watt fast charger, which I do have right here. It's a European style one, but it did come with an adapter. I just have yet to use this wall outlet because, I mean, 33 watts is kind of crazy. I'm too used to the 25 watts. I have yet to play a lot of games on this device, but I have played a lot of gacha games, and this does not run gacha games too well. I think if I play some other type of simulation games in the future, like the casual ones, I believe that it's going to work a lot better. And this really doesn't have any AI features. So whenever it comes to using stuff like Google Gemini and apps like that that are server based rather than hardware based, they do work pretty well. But if an app does not use server based operations for their AI features and use your device, this device is going to struggle with basically anything AI. Now, Redmi 15Cs are pretty darn good on a lot of things, except when it comes to this one major thing. This camera is atrocious. I hate to use big words like that, but no, this camera is really awful. Like, look, I have seen Samsung phones that are in the A1 series that have better photos than this. There is a way to, you know, change your aspect ratio. I believe the 3x4 is the best on this device, but when it comes to video, your video is pretty darn bad. The best thing you can do is the 9x16, but here is the one really bad thing about this device. It can go up to 1080p. That is it. No 60 frames per second, just 1080p, 30 frames per second. I hate to use big words like that, but no, this camera is really awful. Like, look, I have seen Samsung phones that are in the A1 series that have better photos than this. There is a way to, you know, change your aspect ratio. I believe the 3x4 is the best on this device. You'll get the best ratios on 3x4s, but when it comes to video, your video is pretty darn bad. The best thing you can do is the 9x16, but here is the one really bad thing about this device. It can go up to 1080p. That is it. No 60 frames per second, just 1080p, 30 frames per second. Here is a sample of the audio and visual of this device, but this is mainly a still static frame.
So I do believe the on USB 2.0 32GB flash drive is useful for a lot of people out there.
Yeah, that's the device. Onboard sound and onboard video. It's definitely not the best. That was 1080p 30 frames per second, by the way. This is a very affordable entry-level device that has a pretty big backing, the Chinese government, but let's not get too political on this channel. This device is pretty okay for a majority of people. I would think so if you're okay with not taking family photos and family videos. Heck, you might want to get this device so your family doesn't ask you to do that. This device right here, the entry-level Redmi 15C for Americans, will definitely not be useful, though, if you ask me. This cannot play the new modern games like um, Neverness to Everness. I think I tried downloading Wuwa on this device, but the 128 gigabytes was not enough for Wuwa. So I mean, you definitely need to get the one with a lot more storage. This also only has like 4 gigabytes of RAM. So this is definitely not the device for a lot of people whenever it comes to your like gaming or anything like this. Maybe it'll be great for like simulations and emulations, I mean, but for a first worlder who wants to use this device, good luck. Probably because this is a Chinese device, and well, a lot of people in China have Chinese devices. They do have a lot of support whenever it comes to their aftermarket products, like this case right here. I got one of those industrial cases, so I'm not 100% sure how this would be in like a, I don't know, or whenever you're like trying to mine out stones and whatnot. But it's pretty nice to have a device that has a lot of good features that are going to protect it and easier for you to handle this device whenever you're using it. Before I go, when you're watching YouTube videos on this device, it's not bad at all. It does have a zoom in to fill, but the big bezels do kind of distract you, especially when you're watching stuff like movies. But I do believe this device is going to be good as a consumption device only. But the onboard speakers have something left to be desired.
Security purposes. So, I mean,
Or speaker. I believe it only has one speaker. I could be wrong though. I didn't look that up, but I'm pretty sure it only has one speaker. This is my first impressions of the device, technically, so I do have a lot more testing to do to actually evaluate if I like this device or not. Please keep up with my videos if you do like the Xiaomi series of devices by hitting that subscribe button. You'll know whenever I make a Redmi, Poco, whatever type of video. If you like my videos, please like, and well, if you hate them, just leave then. Goodbye.